If you're like most LSAT students, you're spending way too much time highlighting, underlining, and taking notes in reading comp, thinking it'll help you get every detail. Spoiler alert, it's not helping, it's holding you back. Here's the problem. You only have an average of 8 minutes and 45 seconds per passage, and if you waste even a couple of those minutes obsessively marking things up, you're putting yourself at a massive disadvantage. Worse, when you go back to those highlights, half of them will distract you from what actually matters. And so today, I'm going to show you why most students approach reading comp wrong, and more importantly, what to do instead. For those who don't know me, my name is Steve Schwartz. I've been teaching the LSAT since 2005, and I personally raised my own score from a 152 to a 175. Over the past 20 years, I've helped thousands of students crush their LSAT goals. Some of them were stuck exactly where you are right now, wasting time on strategies that just don't work. And I'll be honest with you. When I first started studying, I was that guy with the highlighter. I thought to myself, if I just mark enough stuff, it'll stick in my brain. But I wasn't just wasting time, I was sabotaging myself. But once I ditched those bad habits, my reading comp score shot up, and I want the same for you. Now here's the harsh truth. Highlighting is a crutch. It feels productive, but it's actually slowing you down. Think about it. Because you're taking the LSAT on the computer and their highlighting tool is glitchy, every time you highlight something, you're clicking, dragging, and losing precious seconds. Later, when you come back to the passage, you focus on what you highlighted even if it's not important. The best LSAT scorers, they don't fall for this trap. They know that overmarking is just clutter for your brain. Instead, they focus on a minimalist approach that gets them straight to the heart of the passage. So if you're going to mark anything, mark strategically. Here's where to focus. First and foremost, what are the viewpoints? If the passage has opinions, theories, or hypotheses, which inevitably will, keep track of who believes what. These are your anchors for understanding the main ideas. Second, you want to note the evidence where examples or key support appear so you can locate them quickly for specific questions. Finally, look for the advocates. If someone is promoting an idea or taking a position, pay attention. The author's stance is often central to the primary purpose or tone. That's it. Anything else, don't mark it, and remember, every second counts. Now, let's talk about how to approach the questions like a top scorer. Most students tackle questions in the order in which they appear. That's a big mistake. Here's a smarter way. First, start with the general, big picture questions like, what's the main idea, or what is the primary purpose? You can often answer these right after your initial read. Then, and only then, move on to the detail-oriented questions that refer to specific lines in the passage. You could use your notes or skim the passage for the answer. Then finally, save those inferential questions for last. Those require a bit more reading between the lines, and so by tackling them last, you already by that point have a better grasp of the passage, making them easier to answer. Now let's talk about how to nail your initial read of the passage. We want you to stop overthinking, don't overcomplicate it. A lot of students will get bogged down trying to understand every detail, but that's not your goal. Instead, focus on these 3 things. First, what is the main idea? What is the central point the author is making? Then, look for the structure. How is the passage organized? Are there multiple viewpoints or just one? And finally, what is the author's opinion? This is critical for answering main idea, tone, and purpose questions. Spend no more than 2.5 to 3 minutes on this step. You're not here to write a book report. You're laying the foundation to answer the questions efficiently. Now, here's why this approach works. This system is not about working harder. It's about working smarter. Here's what you gain. Clarity, because a more minimalist marking system helps you focus on what really matters, the viewpoints, the evidence, and the advocates. It also gives you efficiency because tackling questions in the right order saves you time and reduces your mental fatigue. Finally, it gives you confidence because starting with easier questions builds your momentum and sets you up to handle the harder ones later. Now, if you're finding this helpful, but you want to go deeper, I've got your back. Many of my students struggled with reading comp until we worked together to refine their strategy. Take Michael, for example. He was stuck at a 155, but after focusing on timing and this streamlined approach, he scored a 172. Now, if you want to see results like Michael's, you could book a call with me and my team. We'd be glad to help you out on your journey to scoring a 170 plus. We'll map out for you a personalized plan to tackle your specific challenges. The link's below. Now, reading comp isn't about reading faster or marking more. It's about being strategic. Stop overmarking, focus on the big picture, and tackle the questions in the right order. These simple changes can save you time and help you finally feel in control of LSAT reading comp. And one more thing, I put together a free, easy LSAT cheat sheet with my top strategies for reading comp and beyond. You could grab your copy below, and it's 100% free. It'll let you start putting these ideas into action today. In the meantime, I wish you all the best and take care.